Just to remind you about the significance and the historical significance when it comes to the Feast of the Seven Fishes show. That is just days away. We'll be at Kuhn's Market on McKnight Road. And Roe Monument, along with Kuhn's Market, those signature sponsors. But it's also brought to you by the Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, AAA Auto Club, Enterprises, Richie's Italian Sausage, Eastern Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters, and Greg Diolis Law. You know, we started this many, many years ago, and I want to kind of take you back in time to kind of get you caught up on how we are now, 35 years later, give or take a year or two. It's been going on forever where we are. So when we were in the windows downtown broadcasting for the Free Care Fund, then at Children's Hospital, it was a rainy night, and I was doing that shift, and I believe it was at the Gimbel's window. And it was getting late in the evening, and I had Ernie Velazzi, the restaurateur, kind of sitting with me, talking about a number of things. And I said, well, we got about a half hour to go during the news break. I said, what would you like to discuss? He said, have you ever heard of the Feast of the Seven Fishes? So he began to tell me the story. And then as we went back on the air, we began talking about it. And it just, from that point on, took off. It was on the launching pad, and it has gone to places that I never thought were possible. And then decades ago, Joe Dantisi, who I had met as a friend doing television with him, then eventually I brought him into the radio. He said, you know, I really love that Feast of the Seven Fishes show that you do. We actually used to do that. And his daughter, the CEO, Jody Zima, still does it with her family. And he said, you know, we should do that at Kuhn's Market. So the Brain Trust, Joe and I and others here at Odyssey, KDK, got together. And as they say, the rest is history. And we have gone through the evolution of it to where I have seen it grow to epic proportion, where thousands literally have been a part of it. And we have done live music. We have had very important, large names in the entertainment industry calling in, from the music world to the comedic world to the acting world. People just want to be a part of it. And local dignitaries, politicians, you know, people that just feel the need. People that grew up with it, people who have traditions, because this isn't just about Italian traditions. It's about everyone's traditions. It's about family, friends, community, and they just want that moment to see it unfold live and in person. So I want to take time to invite all of you to stop by. And because of great people like Bellevue Products, Hometown Proud, United Dairy, we give you a chance to do a little munge, Gia Russa, and more importantly, Frank Dentisi's ever-popular Smelts. And because we have that place that is the Kuhn's Market Cafe, over 600 bottles of incredible wine and a whole lot of beer as well, we give you a chance to have a little vino if you're 21 and over and do a little salute and get ready for the holidays. So I'm looking forward to it as always, and it will be over before you know it. But this year, kind of a bonus show. I'm actually going to be there beginning on the Big K morning show right after we get started at 5:30. And then the show, the curtain will come up right around 9 o'clock. And we just start doing what we do. There will be some guests on the phones this year. There will be some guests in person. But I really want to get back to the origins of it. And I say this every year, and it's really up to you. If it happens, fine. And if it doesn't, that's okay, too. Because I know so many people simply say, you know, Rob, I wanted to call in, but I just love hearing the story so much. And it's captivating, and I'm busy, and I'm cooking, and I can't get to the phone. It's all good. But I want you to know that it's an open invitation for all of you to either stop in Kuhn's Market, McKnight Road after 9 o'clock, or to phone in and join me on the radio. It is probably the biggest celebration via the media anywhere the city has ever seen. And we've done some incredible things here for sure over the years, right? But it's everlasting, and it will be a part of this brand even long after I'm gone, because that's what history is about. It's the beginning, the middle, and the end. Act 1, 2, and 3. But some things are so good, you just got to carry on, right? And they will, I'm sure. But I must tell you, I have so many fond memories of this show, things that just happened when you least expected it. You know, somebody would show up, and you'd be like, do you believe who's here? I mean, people are so engaged in this. I've had people that you would be blown away if I told you who they were, but they kind of sneak back into town because of their celebrity status to spend time with their family during the holidays. And many even at the airport, train station, downtown, rolling in as soon as they get to where they can plug in, or if they're listening on their smartphone at kdkradio.com online or that Odyssey app, they're all in. And I have people that listen to every single hour of the show, every single second. They will not leave the radio within earshot during the entire broadcast. And they just love hearing the stories about going back to the original origins when people were eating different types of fishes that you wouldn't even think about eating today. But many of the people that started this tradition in places like Sicily came from fishing communities, so the seafood is what they were reeling in every day, and that's what they were eating every day. So they just got inventive with it and made it in multiple ways. Now, look, there's so many descriptions of why this takes place, the historic value of it, 7 fishes for 7 sacraments. We've heard it all. But the bottom line, it's about faith, it's about family, it's about food. And then, of course, Father Tom Burke will be presiding over Midnight Mass, brought to you by the Diagardi family and Rome Monument, something that John Diagardi and I, many years ago, about 20 now, decided, because I said, you know what I really miss? Listening to Mass on the radio. And he said, boy, that would be a great idea. His father Vince and others kind of chimed in. And it's a gift from Rome Monument for all of the people who may not be able to make it to Mass. And, you know, we have various churches that so many people attended to for years in the community when their children were small, their grandchildren, and maybe now they're a little older and they don't have the ability to get out anymore, or maybe they have moved away. And when they hear whatever church we're going to be at in the diocese, it brings back incredible memories. And Father Burke is a rock star. He does such a great job with this. And Father Ron Lingwin back here at KDKA, kind of giving you the play-by-play, if you will. Couldn't do it without those sponsors. They're so important, but it's always been about the stories. It's about family. And sadly, you know, I came from a large family when this began. Huge celebrations with my family throughout the entire holiday season. But now I'm single. My children are grown. I will see them, but it will be an hour here or there. And in passing, and my parents gone, grandparents gone. Many of my relatives have, obviously, grandchildren of their own, as do my sisters. So this is kind of like me having a chance while you talk and we visit with certain friends to basically just live within my thoughts. And I can tell you, from my mother on down, all of my family, my children, absolutely love this show. And it wouldn't be the holidays without me doing it. And even when I am no longer doing it, we will all still be plugged in because it's about familia. And it has nothing to do with being Italian. It's about your traditions and what you do and the glue that keeps us together and makes it possible for all of us to gather this time of year and to celebrate the true meaning of what the holidays are all about. All right, short break. We'll come back. But again, Feast of the 7 Fishes. Tuesday, Kuhn's Market, McKnight Road. I'll actually start it off 5:30 on the Big K Morning Show. And then the curtain comes up with everything you've come to know and love from 9 until 1 p.m. And it is a true honor to be able to bring this into your home or wherever you may be, courtesy of so many people, including our signature sponsor, Kuhn's Market, a Pittsburgh and holiday tradition. It's your Pratt Pack. Good morning.